Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir SilentGods video. In today's video, I want to talk about something that, it's kind of a theme early on, and that is top 10 rares in the game. The reason why I want to talk about that specifically today is, well, one, I want to show you like what are the best rares for this game, and then two, it's because of the battle pass, guys. So maybe you've already got to this point, maybe you're getting almost there, but once you hit level 10 on the battle pass, you will be getting this one over here that says, read, you can select and obtain a rare hero from all rare heroes. Available heroes can be viewed in advance. Okay, so first things first, I want to show you where you can actually find them because, well, it can be a bit tricky. Normally it's like, okay, you get it, where is it? You open it over here, it's not over here, it's not over here. Like, where can you find it? It's not among these, it's actually where the consumables are, guys. Okay, so this is where the chest is, and then when you click on news, it actually shows you all the rares. So you can choose like, okay, who do I actually pick? I think that this should be all of them or most of them. I actually have not looked exactly to see if it's all of them or if it's only some of them. But what I'm going to show you to make it easier is I'm going to go through the tier list that me, Scratch, and Skiasterix have made, and I'm going to go through the top 10 rare heroes based on our list, okay, just based off of our ratings. However, one might have a little bit of one might not be one of the top 10 ones just because of how ratings go, and I'm gonna explain to you why. But first one is obviously going to be, let me see, I hope you guys can see this pretty well. Let me try and zoom this a little bit, maybe just to look at the name. Okay, so number one will be Usha. So if you go and have a look at who she is, I can explain to you why she's actually that high on the list. So let's go to the rares and let's look at Usha. Well, honestly, Usha is arguably the best rare in the game. The reason for that is her kit overall, it can do massive damage. So as an example, her ultimate does 400% attack, but if there's frost, it deals double damage. So 800% attack in that range, it is massive. She also brings a Captain Aura of HP in all battles by 24. That's massive. That's like an epic level aura. Then her basic attack, every second basic attack under frost deals double damage. Plus she also has this one that she gives herself a shield and attack speed up. So combine that with her passive, she just is huge. So she's definitely one that is amazing if you do decide to make yourself an ice team. So keep Usha in mind. Then if you look after that, the next one is Eli. Well, Eli is kind of the same principle as Usha because he is one of the best rare DPS in the game because he has this one over here, okay? He shoots 3 arrows in the designated direction, so the only downside is like he can only shoot forward or to the side, like in a, I guess in a cross shape. So, but he does some crazy damage with this one. Also, because of his passive, when dealing damage to enemies under poison, additional deals more derived damage. So this one can be a lot more damage. Like in the CBT, I've seen him be used in endgame teams, in the clan boss, in dungeons, and everywhere. So Eli is definitely somebody that you should keep an eye out for. His A2 is pretty interesting, not the best, but gives himself increased attack. However, if you have increased attack, when you do this one as well, he's gonna do crazy damage. And again, he brings the Captain Aura of attack in all battles. So Eli is number 2. Then number 3 is gonna be Lorari. He's another poisoner, if I'm not mistaken, and he's quite unique because of the fact that what he brings. Okay, so this is all that he brings. He deals some decent damage and not the craziest, but after his book, he puts 3 stacks of poisons for everybody around them. So in an actual poison team, that's a lot of poison stacks for a rare. I'm not sure if there's like legendaries that do that many. Maybe the highest I've seen is like 5. So he's definitely amazing because of this reason. He does good damage. He puts lots of stacks of poison. Then this one again, he puts on a single target more poisons, and then his passive, whenever dealing damage to an enemy, each stack of poison on them allows the damage to ignore 2.5 of the target's defense. Let me actually move myself to this side because it might be easier. Okay, so that's Lorari. Next is Secret, which is another poison one. It seems like, lots of these poison ones are pretty good. So Secret is one of the new ones, so, I might not know a lot about her, but once you click her skills, you're gonna understand. So this ultimate is amazing. Deals poison damage to enemy, and all enemies inflicted with debuffs will have 100% chance of inflicting heal prohibition and attack down. This is the big version of attack down. So if you have any debuffs, you're gonna straight up put another couple of debuffs. And in most teams, trust me, especially against bosses, you're gonna have lots of debuffs. On the A2 again, more heal prohibition, so she's kind of like a specialist for the Grave of Rot, where that boss eats you and does lots of healing. Then the passive, or enemy inflicted with debuff dies, the hero gains 25% ultimate energy. So this was not as helpful for the boss fights, but her battle skills and her active skill is huge. Also brings ally accuracy in all battles. You know, that can be pretty helpful. Now, if you move over to the next one, Irina's quite a little gem. Like, she's pretty interesting. I'd never actually looked at her a lot, but then I remember that she had something about her kid that was good. And this is the first thing. So she does AoE damage to enemies within range with 100% chance, again, once scrolled off, of inflicting attack penalty down, and 100% chance of dispelling one buff from them. That can be good for Ancient Battlefield. That can be good for the Grave of Curse, where those two bosses give themselves increased attack, increased defense. So you want to dispel them, and it's also good damage because she does AoE damage, so she could even be good for Goblin. Then on the A2, she does the bouncing attack, which again, this one can be good for Goblin as well. Unleashes Chain Lightning to deal damage to enemies that are hit. Chain Lightning can bounce among enemies up to 3 times. So instead of like going 5 times, which is actually it's only 3, but still 3 hits, 360 per hit. That's definitely not bad. And also the passive, when the hero deals damage to the enemies by skills, grants shield to the nearest ally. So that's good. That's shields. This one could be also helpful for the Temporal Vortex for the boss, just to throw some random shields. This one's not going to do much damage, but still, having the attack down, that's awesome. Attack down is really good for most of the bosses. Next one, let's go to Reif. Okay, so Reif is gonna be one of the new ones that I'm not actually that familiar with, because again, I have not seen her. She's one of the new ones, but let's check her kits together. Since the ultimate deals, she deals damage in area to enemies within range with a 75% chance of inflicting frozen. That's pretty good, because Frozen is basically like a stun. They just get locked, they cannot do anything. It's different from Frost, keep in mind. Frost is just a debuff that enhances other ice people. Frozen just locks them out. Then this one deals cold damage with 100% chance of inflicting attack down. Being on a battle skill, this one can be actually really good for bosses. And then on the passive, when this hero is dealing damage to enemies inflicted by Frozen, there's a 50% chance of reducing their ultimate energy by 10%. So the Frozen will not work on bosses, but it can be interesting for like Irina and stuff. So Reif is definitely one to keep in mind. Then the next one's Hexandra. Well, Hexandra is one of the best ones, and I love her a lot, especially because everybody gets her for free. Everybody gets her as the second free hero once you start the game, and that is our lovely healer over here. First of all, she brings Enlightenment in all battles, which is a good, straight up start with an aura. Then the passive, she deals more healing to people that are under 40% HP. That's another good boost. But then the battle skill heals an ally by 150% of attack and 1500 of Enlightenment, and dispels one debuff from them. That's really key when you were talking, for example, about the Grave of Venom, which is the first dungeon that we open, because the side eye or egg, whatever it's called, throws a decreased defense on whoever's first in range. So having her do this on the battle skill, basically she's just gonna keep dispelling that one, and that's huge. And then secondly, she has this heal, which is a straight up simple 20% of the target's max HP with a good range, and that heals everybody. She's extremely good for that, but she's amazing for Ancient Battlefield. The Ancient Battlefield boss is one of those ones that if you have buffs, his damage is going to keep increasing, so you do not want any buffs in there. So healers like Hexandra, which there are very few healers that just heal and don't bring buffs, so healers like her become like top tier. I think we even rated her 5 in the Ancient Battlefield because of that. Yep, we even gave her a 5 because she's unique. There's not too many that actually do that. Now the next one is Joanna. Again, Joanna is another one that I'm not too familiar with. Let me see, what's her thing? Okay, she's the lightning. So let's have a look at Joanna now. Again, I'm still learning, guys. There's so many, there's 80 new heroes that came in. Still need to learn the names, what they do and all that. But let's have a look at Joanna. So she increases all allies defense in dungeons by 24%. That's, again, epic level aura. That's good for rare. Every 3 basic attack dispels 1 buff on the target. So because she's lightning, and you can stack her with attack speed, every time she does attacks, she can dispel a buff like every 3rd attack, which means, again, places like the Grave of Grave of Curse and Ancient Battlefield, she can be awesome because she can keep dispelling those debuffs. You just build her with high attack and, you know, a high attack interval, attack speed, and you're gonna be awesome. Then on this one, she deals again AoE damage with chance to inflict accuracy penalty. This one is not the best, like not crazy damage, but putting decreased accuracy could be good for the Grave of Wrath. However, is not ideal, not the best, but you know, it can help you. And then this one's something that's good. Grants 12% max HP shield to each ally within range for 10 seconds. So let's talk about why this one's so good. If you've seen Hexandra previously, she heals based off the target's max HP. Okay, it shows target when it's based off of targets. Well, this one just says max HP. So if you stack her with a ton of HP, that shield's just gonna be bigger and bigger. So this is the way that you might want to build her. Don't care about accuracy, just give her a ton of HP, as much attack as you can, you know, attack speed, and she's gonna be awesome for, again, same places, the Grave of Curse and the Ancient Battlefield, because in Ancient Battlefield, shields do not count as buffs. So the boss is not going to steal them or like remove them to increase his attack. So shields are massive. That's why we rated Joanna the way that we did. Now, next one, Megan. Megan is one that I actually love. She was in my top. She was in my team actually for the Temporal Vortex for the highest level. The reason for that is her passive. So she brings good healing, but let's check her passive straight up. When casting skills on an ally, dispels one defense penalty from the ally. Well, the Temporal Vortex on the highest level, on his second AoE hit, he puts decreased defense to on everyone. So having her do her A2, which heals one target and recharges her ultimate, is going to dispel that. But then her ultimate again is an AoE defense up and recovery over time. So basically when she casts this one, she removes the decreased defense from every single one of your team, and she's just going to become amazing for Temporal Vortex. Not only that, but because of the same reason, she's gonna be good again in the Grave of Curse, where I think again we rated her like 5 for Temporal Vortex, 5 for the Grave of Venom. Sorry, because same thing, the Grave of Venom, you're gonna get decreased defense. So having this one, the A2 and the battle skill and the ultimate being cast and constantly removing that decreased defense is massive. So again, another amazing rare that you definitely want to keep in mind. Then the next one is going to be Tio. Tio is a pretty interesting one, and he's just next to her. And the first and most amazing thing about him is his Captain Aura. Increases all allies attack by 30% in all battles. This is a legendary level aura, so keep that in mind. Only legendaries have like 30% in all battles, and he has it as a rare. Then he's also good because summons the corpse every time an ally dies where the ally was located. This one counts if you have like a summon team. Every time somebody like an ally dies, there's another corpse that gets summoned. So that's awesome. I think it works with the summons as well. I have not played much with summoner, so if you guys know this for sure, like if let's say an ally summon dies, does he still spawn the corpse? Leave it in the comments below, because like I said, have not tested this too much. Then on his battle skill, deals damage to enemies within range, like good AoE damage, and again summons another corpse, so that's massive. Then on the ultimate, sacrifices all corpses the hero summon and deals a good amount of damage in a good area. That's this one, like he could be amazing for goblin just because of his battle skill and ultimate, because they have the AoE hits. And the more corpses that are sacrificed, the higher the damage. So I'm not sure exactly how this one scales because I have not tested it. It doesn't say here, but starting with 550% attack as an AoE, that's good. So let's say maybe he gets under 50 or 100% per corpse, it can be a huge amount of damage. Let me see. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, I already went with 10. I think I could have dropped another one, but I want to throw a bonus one that is not in here, but is a little bit more down the list. And that is, let me see, where is she? Where are you, Anna? Where are you, Anna? I guess you know what, you can always just write like this. Boom, Anna. Okay, so she's like a little bit 3 overall and all that, but maybe you should give her more rating because of what she does. So let's have a look at Anna. She's lightning, and this is the thing that she does amazingly, okay? Grants recovery over time to all allies. Nothing too special. It's a good heal, but it's this one. Dispels one debuff from them. There's not too much. I think she's the only rare that can dispel all debuffs on a board. It's like the full board. It doesn't matter where you are. She dispels one debuff. So think about it. For example, if you want to farm Flame Domain, that boss just destroys you with the HP bun, with those buns. If you're thinking about same thing, if you're talking about the Temporal Vortex, well, she can just cleanse up that decreased defense. If you're talking about the Grave of Venom, same thing, she can dispel the decreased defense. So this one's massive. Just because this one, she's amazing. At the same time, she does more healing just on the passive, on the A2. And then the passive restores 50% HP when taking more than 25% of the hero's max HP. This can only trigger once every 10 seconds. So she has some more inbuilt survivability. Basically, when you're fighting, again, the Grave of Curse as one of the dungeons, the boss hits the target in front by a lot, but then when he does his big smack, he's gonna attack people that are on the back. So when she gets a hit, she's gonna lose maybe more than this, and then, well, guess what? She just heals herself and keeps herself alive. So definitely do not forget about Anna, because she's amazing. This ultimate skill is just awesome for her. But yeah, whew, that was a lot. There was a lot of talking, and yeah, this is the top 10, I guess top 11, because we sneaked in Anna in there at the end. But what do you guys think? If you know, if you've played this game and you've tested some other ones, leave it in the comments below. Let us know, let me know, so I can let, you know, my fellow CCs know. We might change stuff in the tier list, but do you agree? Do you not agree? I do believe that we definitely picked a good 10 bunch. But anyway, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.